Next guest has a fabulous job. She is a personal style coach. She's a designer. And if you watch a lot of daytime telly, you might have seen her on Steph's Packed Lunch. Today, she's coming to talk to me just about her life journey and what she does and where she's hoping to be. So welcome to the show. This is SJ Adams. Hello, SJ.
Hey, hi.
Hi, thanks so much for coming in.
Oh, thank you for inviting me in.
Oh my gosh, I'm so pleased to see you because I know that you've got this company called Urbanized Neckwear and you are wearing your neckwear. Can you describe what you're wearing?
I am. I wish everyone could see me
It's
now,
beautiful.
actually. Yeah, I'm wearing one of my versatile neckwear designs, and it's from an Ankara fabric, so an African fabric, which is quite stiff and architectural. And this one's a blue one, a blue kente print. And yeah, it just lifts your outfit, you know. You can just be wearing ordinary, basic clothes, and you put one of my neckwear designs on, and pow, it transforms your outfit.
Yeah, it's so funky. And like you say, you use the word architectural, and that means that there is a stiffness to parts of it. It just looks, it's so hard to explain, but it just looks so cool. But it also at the same time, it does actually look, it is comfy, isn't it?
Very comfortable, yeah. And this one you can wear it so many ways as well. So it's really versatile and you can just experiment and explore with it. There's no right or wrong way to wear it.
There's all sorts going on with you. So a couple of years ago, you won Windrush Female Entrepreneur of the Year. Was that to do with Urbanized Neckwear then?
I did, yes. That came completely out of the blue during lockdown. I was informed that I had been nominated for this award for the Huddersfield region.
Right.
For all the work that I'd been doing, and people obviously watching. You don't know they're watching, but people watch. And my work and my hard efforts to build my business from nothing, it wasn't left unnoticed, and I was nominated for this award for Huddersfield and put forward for the regional award where people, you know, voted, they called in and they voted, and I won that. So that was for Huddersfield, Bradford and Leeds, and I won it. And it was just a massive achievement.
And it clearly means a lot to you.
Absolutely. It was from my community.
Yeah.
So people were voting for me because of what they saw that I'd done, you know, what I'd built out of nothing. And that meant a lot to me because they were voting for me.
Is your heritage important to what you do in your design?
Absolutely. I think it's completely shaped. My business is completely based around me, my passions, who I am. So the vibrancy of who I am, my heritage, all of that comes out through the designs that I create.
So how did all this start? What made you get into neckwear particularly?
Wow.
What was the starting point?
It was a happy accident, I would say. There was a period just before my 40th birthday. I had a really rough period. My son was being diagnosed with autism, and the journey through that, anybody who's had that experience will completely understand the difficulties there are in terms of navigating your way around that through education, through diagnosis, all of that. And I was feeling a bit low about it. So my husband, he decided to buy me a sewing machine for my 40th birthday. I'd sewn since I was 4 years old, but I kind of lost the groove for it when the kids were younger. So he decided to get my groove back, help me get my groove back, basically. Bought me my sewing machine, and I was just a little bit out of sorts. I didn't know what to do. So I just started to create these things that you put around your neck, and I was upcycling various bits of fabric that I had, buying little bits and bobs and just experimenting. And I came up with this idea of these things that are kind of turning traditional scarves on their head by using zips and clasps and unusual things that you wouldn't normally find on scarves. And then I posted them on social media, and I got really good feedback. It was like, oh, they're really cool. They're out there. And then a friend of mine, she happened to be doing a local fashion show, and she called out for local designers. At that point, I would not have described myself as a designer, but I was feeling like I wanted to push out of my comfort zone. So I did it. I put together a 20-piece collection for this fashion show, and I smashed it. But I had to then work out what I was going to call my brand, how I was going to sell my brand, all of the different things associated with it. So I opened up a shop on Etsy.
Right.
So a marketplace on Etsy, and then I opened up another one on a French marketplace.
Yeah.
And before I knew it, I was selling my pieces all around the world.
Did you catch the attention of anybody famous at that time?
I've had yeah. I had a run-in, a really nice run-in with will.i.am.
Yes.
Yeah,
What?
that was exciting. I really pushed out of my comfort zone with that one, and I just went for it. And it was such a brilliant experience because it built my confidence up, and it made me fearless, I would say. It really did. It made me fearless. I've met so many different people as well. I've met Judy Love, Levi Roots, lots of different people through it. I've really enjoyed this journey.
Oh my
and
gosh.
like I said, it's led me to awards. It's led me to Steph's Pat Lunch.
Yeah.
And it's led me to creating my personal style coaching
I feel like
brand as well.
You do have an energy about you, like massively, but I think that's what the people from Steph's Pat Lunch actually. I think that's literally verbatim what they said to you, wasn't it?
That was their words.
Yeah.
So completely out of the blue, I was contacted randomly on Instagram, and it was quite random because this guy said, "Oh, I'm a producer on a TV show and I want to speak to you." And I thought, "Oh yeah, some weirdo, of course you are, whatever." I didn't believe him. And then I went back a bit later on and I actually did a little bit of digging and I thought, oh my gosh, he's genuine. So I said, yeah, we can have a conversation. Anyway, it transpired by the end of that week, I had dates to go on Steph's Pat Lunch. And when I asked him, I said, what made you contact me? And he said, I saw your face on Facebook and I just loved your energy. I just loved your energy on Instagram, rather, and I just loved your energy. So I'd contact you?
And on the show, for people who haven't seen it, and I don't massively want to push them to it because it's when I'm on air, but but no, the kind of things that you're involved in on the show. Is it sort of, it's like a bit of a panel, they ask you your opinion, they get your stories and stuff?
Absolutely, we are literally the panel. So we're there for our personalities, and we answer questions, get involved in debates.
Right.
And this season, it's really exciting because they're actually involving us more.
Right.
Doing a bit of modelling, a bit of, sort of demo work, all of that sort of stuff. So it really is such a wonderful show to be part of.
You are the kind of person, I think, who attracts opportunity, but I think takes opportunity, don't you, when it happens?
I do, absolutely. I think I don't want people to think that things kind of gravitated to me because I work really hard. But at the same time, I love putting out my positive energy. Yeah. And because of that, I feel like I've received a lot back. Yeah. And that for me is important because that's what we're here to do. We're here to give out some good energy. And it's really nice to know that I'm reaping some rewards for that.
Absolutely. So you're a personal style coach as well. Now, aside from everything else that you've done, when did that come along?
Now, that came along during lockdown.
All
so
right.
my neckwear business, like a lot of businesses, it kind of grounded to a little bit of a halt because there were no events for me to attend to sell my stuff. And it was a little bit like, what am I going to do? I'm not really sure what my next step is. And like a lot of people, I did a lot of soul searching. And I did actually think about a lot about what my purpose is and how I can help others. And I saw a lot of women around me struggling, juggling lots of balls, and really struggling with how they looked and how they felt about themselves. And I wanted to use my knowledge and my skills and my passion just to help women pull themselves out of the place that they were finding themselves in. So I was like, do you know what? Personal style coaching, I think, would really, really work in the sense that helping women to love their bodies, helping women to understand how to dress their bodies and to feel empowered by that. So I put together a program that encompassed all of that. And it's absolutely amazing. It really is. And it's just me. It's me.
Well, that's
it's me.
That's more than enough.
Yeah,
I would say. Now I realise that you and I have literally only just met.
Yes.
I'm wearing a pair of jeans, socks,
yes,
and a black t-shirt with speckles on it.
Yes.
So what if you were to just sort me out today? What would you be saying maybe about the kind of clothes that I'm wearing and how I could maybe look and feel a bit better. I mean, I feel comfy. I'll be honest with
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
That for me, I do like to feel
Yeah.
pretty comfy. So I'm not going out. I'm in here, But generally, what would you say? What would you be
You
saying to me?
look so comfy. You do look. You look really comfy.
I am.
But you know what? You've got a beautiful body shape. And I
Oh
would
my gosh, I love
encourage you
I
to
love
show
you.
that more. I really would. Because what you're wearing could be more flattering for your body shape. So I would actually show you how to do that.
Really?
Yeah. And I'd inject a little bit of more personality into what you're wearing. So I think you would really take some bold colours.
Oh, do you
So
I do?
I would.
Yeah, I like. To be honest, I do like colour. I'm just not just like today. I got up, and do you know what? Sometimes you look outside, don't you?
I know.
And you just think, I feel a bit like that. So you tend to you kind
Yeah.
of dress accordingly, don't you?
But the thing is with personal style, once you're actually into it, your wardrobe will reflect that. So it's actually easier for you to dress once you're into that personal style mode. So all of the different things that you're wearing would reflect you. So it'd be easy.
Do you find that what people do a lot is they don't necessarily realise it, but they end up wearing a daily uniform.
Yes.
So like I'll be totally honest with you, I've got loads of jeans and I've got loads of t-shirts. That's me. Variation on these things pretty much all the time.
And I think that's fine to have a uniform, but you can add a little bit of edge to it and a little bit of spice to it. And I think that's what somebody like me can help you to do.
So do people do they employ you for your time? How does it work?
They do, yeah. They employ me for my time and my knowledge. So I empower them. I give them the help that they need to maybe look at their bodies in a very, very different way and to appreciate the body and understand their body shape and how to dress their bodies. Because a lot of people struggle to look at themselves in the mirror because they don't like what they see when they're looking back at them. And I help them through that. I give them that body confidence, if you like, and empower them so they know how to dress and look their best.
So important that as well, the whole body image thing. I've been bigger than this and I've been smaller than this, and I know that it affects how I am as it affects what I put out there. It affects what I'm like as a person, and it's definitely a case that sometimes I just want to cover it all up.
It's so true, because I don't think people realise that style is a massive, massive tool. Because when you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you just ooze that confidence, and everybody can feel that. So that confidence, it can go into your work, your career, your family, your relationships. So it's actually bigger than what you wear, because that energy that you give off, it just transcends into all areas of your life.
So what do you do though when you're having a bad day and things are a bit rubbish, and in the background there's things not going quite so well, because you just exude so much positivity? Do you carry on in that vein?
I do. I'll be completely honest with you. I am quite a positive person. So a down day is a down day, but tomorrow's a new day. That's how I see it. So I don't kind of dwell on down days. And I always try to think, right, what is this teaching me? What am I meant to learn from this experience? Wow. And I think what's really good about the personal style coaching is that my positivity and my energy rubs off on my clients. They actually pay me because a lot of them say they want to feel like how I feel, and they want to achieve and push out of the comfort zone like I do. And that's exactly what I give them. They experience my energy just by being with me.
That's so lovely. If people are interested in what you do, or they want to have a look at some of your lovely neckwear, where's the best place to maybe find everything? Yeah,
you can find everything on my website, urbanisedneckwear.com. So urban and then IZED, neckwear.com. I'm also on Instagram and Facebook and all the major platforms as SJ Designer UK or Urbanised Neckwear. So you can find me on all the major platforms.
Lovely. Yeah. What's next for you? You got some more ideas?
Goodness. Do you know what? My ambition is to impact as many women as possible. We we run the world in so many ways. I think when we feel good and we're on point, we affect everything, our children, our, partners. And what I do, I want to impact on so many, a lot of women so that we can kind of make the world better, really.
And it's Black History Month as well at the moment. Is that something that you celebrate, that you talk about, that you think about?
For me, Black History Month is all year round, I'll be honest with you. And it's intrinsic to who I am. But it's a nice time to reflect and maybe sort of bring it to the forefront. So for me, it is very much about me making sure that I'm creating a legacy and a history so that I can inspire other people. And I think that for me is the main thing. That action element of it is something that I embrace all the time.
Wonderful. It's been a great joy to meet you.
It's been fab.
And I do hope that you will come in again. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It's been brilliant.
It has been, it's been lovely.
Whistle stop, but brilliant.
SJ Adams, we will speak again. Thank you very much. You take care. Oh, what do you want to drink in my pub?
Oh, I will have a porn star martini, please.
Of course you will.
Yeah, I'll have a porn star, please.
What are you eating?
Oh, I will have, because it's Black History Month, I'll have some curry goat and rice.
No problem.
Yeah.
No problem. Thanks ever so much. You take care. Ta-ta.
BBC Radio Leeds.